Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Keith once again with Craps TX. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, as always. And if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up for us before we get started. Subscribe if you have not yet, and hit that bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified when the next video comes out. So this is going to be the last of a three-part series, the Climb series. Kind of a back to the basics deal, which the first video was back to the basics. We started out with $400 on a $15 table, and I just went back to the basics, you know, just playing like the 6 and the 8 or a pass line bet, and just kind of went through the motions on that. We started out with 400. We ended up, that video was 600. And then the second video, we started doing a little bit more, like we were playing 66 inside, and kind of pressing with a purpose, I guess you could say. So we just went through various, press strategies on that 66 inside. And in the course of 20-25 minutes, we turned 600 into this right here, 663, I believe. So that's what we're going to start this final video off with, is this 663. And since we started with 400 and that's what we have now, it's just going to be kind of a protect the profits kind of thing. But we'll also try, some different strategies. I've just some different videos that I've seen over the past several months, and just kind of everything gets clogged up in my head, and I just got to get it out here, and we'll just try some different things. Not to be too all over the place, but just to kind of protect those profits and hopefully leave the casino with some money in your pocket, even though this is just a home table, but simulation, of course. All right, so let's get this racked up. That's 663. That's our starting bankroll for this video. We're still going to play 66 inside. Had we ended up with a little bit more, I might have tried a different type of strategy. But yeah, we're still kind of around that 10 shooter average, so 663 divided by 10, 666.3. So 66 inside. That's basically what we're going to do. All right, so let's get us a set of dice, and I'll quit talking. And, I got to talk throughout the video, but I'll quit talking before we start playing. How about that? Anyway, I'll do the same thing. I'll be the third shooter, just to kind of simulate also what you would do at a casino. If you wanted to shoot, you had to play the pass line or the don't pass. For these first couple of shooters, and whenever I am not the shooter, we're just going to wait for a point to be set and then start playing. So that's what we're doing right now. We're coming out looking for a point. Dice are out. Got to hit the back wall, shooter. That is a 2 craps aces. And there is a 5, 1, 6. All right, 6 will be our point. We'll take $66, or in this case, we'll have to throw 100 out and put it in the cum, and you tell the dealer, please place me 66 inside. You'll get 34 and change, and they'll place you 66 inside. So that is 15 on each and 18 on the 6 and 8. I know I say that all the time, but again, it's just kind of repetition, and you never know when a new set of eyes is watching a video and does not understand the different levels of betting in craps. So 4 and 5, 9 and 10 are in increments of $5, and the 6 and 8 are in increments of 6. So, all right, so we got our point set. We've got our 66 inside, and now we're looking to hit some of those inside numbers. Nice out. 415. Okay, there we go. So 15 pays 21. What we're going to do here is just go up by, let's see what we're going to do. It's almost kind of like a sisters thing. So 15 pays 21. So just to kind of roll it out here or lay it out here real quick. I have 15 on the 5 and 9. I'm going to tell the dealer, put 10 each on the 5 and 9. Yeah, it's a little more aggressive, and then we'll keep $1. And then he'll clean that up. But hopefully you'll see the method here, or the method to the madness. So we got that one hit there. Hopefully we can hit a 6 or 8, and we're going to do the same thing. And then from then on, we'll just collect. All right, dice are out. There's a 6, 4, 10. Nothing in that spot just yet. We can always fill that later on. There's another 6, 4, 10. Dice out. 639. All right, so there's our first hit. We're going to collect anytime we're at that level now. We're not going to press anymore on that 5 and 9. So there is $35. Here, I'll roll it out there or throw it out there so you can see. 30 pays 35. We're just going to collect. Dice out. There is a 1, 2, 3 craps. And a 6, 1, 7 out. Okay, so we're out on that shooter. That's shooter number 1. We did recoup a little bit, but not all of our money. And hopefully we'll get to a point where you can see what I'm talking about as far as having all those 4 numbers pressed up. Let's see. Let's condense this down a little bit. There's 5 for 5. And we'll get all that put away in the rack. All right, we're going on to shooter number 2. And we'll get another set of dice. All right, we're coming out looking for a point. Dice out. 6, 5, yo 11, frontline winner. Dice out. And a 2x4, 6. That is going to be our new point. Easy 6. And we'll throw out 66, which we do have this time. And tell the dealer or ask the dealer, please place 66 inside. All right, so he'll take that from you and do as such. All right, and cap off the 6 and 8. And again, we're off and running, trying to get those inside numbers to hit. There is a 6, 2, 8. All right, so we didn't get to do this on the last shooter. This is the one where we have to throw money in. So 18 pays 21. We're going to press up the 6 and 8. We're going to throw in $3. So I don't have 3, I have 2, but I'll get change. There's 5, and I'll get $2 change. So I'm throwing in an extra 3. That makes it 24. So you're then going to tell the dealer or ask the dealer, please press my 6 and 8 up to 30 each. All right, 24. And the 36 we have out there is 60. 60 divided by 2 is 30. And that'll look just like that. A green and a red on each of those numbers. Okay, so we're not going to press those up anymore. We're just going to collect. That pays 35, just kind of like that 5 and 9 did a while ago. Let's see if we can't get that 5. There we go. There's a 5, 3, 2, 5. So the same thing. 15 pays 21. Dealer, please press my 5 and 9 up by 10 each. And they'll clean that up and put a green on each one of those for you. And then you get a whole $1 back. So, got a little bit of money going back. Now, we're going to collect on all of these. So, we're at 110 inside now. We went from 66 to 110. And we're just going to collect on any hit. That'll be a $35 payout. That was a 314, by the way. And there is a 617 out. So, right when we get to where we need to be, we get shot right down. So let's put that away. We'll put our whole $1 there and get set up for shooter number 3, which will be me. Let me get some change there. There's a quarter for 5 nickels. And I'm going to take 3 of those and put them on the pass line. I'm going to be the shooter, so you need to play the pass or the don't pass. And I'll pick a set of dice here. They'll hand you 5 dice or shove 5 dice over your way. You just pick the couple out that you want and you get to rolling. Nice out. 5, 2, 7. That is a frontline winner. All right, that 15. You win on the 7 and the 11 on the pass line on the come out when the puck is off. You lose on the 2, 3, and 12. Okay, so 15 pays 15 even. What I do, and you do not have to do this. This is just me. I'll just, anytime I hit on this pass line, or like if I hit a point, I bump up my pass line bet by a nickel. So I'm going to go from 15 to 20. I'll put the rest of the winnings over there. And when I get up to 20, you kind of want to protect that a little bit, or at least I do. And I'll throw out $3 and tell the dealer or ask the dealer, $3 crap check. Which what that means is, like I said, we lose on the 2, 3, and 12. So you want to protect that. So you can play this any craps or a crap check that pays 7 to 1. So if I throw $3 on that, if we were to hit a craps number, we'll lose that 20, but we'll win 21 because it pays 7 to 1. All right. So instead of putting it down there, I'm going to put it up here on the C, and we'll keep on going from there, trying to set a point. Dice out. And there's a 2x4 6. Okay, so we do lose that $3, but that was just like an insurance bet or a hedge bet. All right, 6 is going to be our point. We will place one times odds behind that pass line bet. You don't have to do that. Again, this is just to kind of, the pass line is now your 6. So it's just, you know, another way to make a little money. There you go. Playing odds on your number. All right, so for the rest of the numbers, I need what, $48? So there is 100. I'll get 52 and change. Dealer, please press or place my 5, 8, and 9. All right, so we got $48 coming. There is 15, 15, 15, and then we got to cap off the 8 with $3. And we're now set up more than 66. You know, we're at, what are we at? Well, since we won down there, that's 40 already. 40 and 48, so we're at 88. So now we got to see if we can't recoup some of this, get back some money. There is a 415. All right, the 15 is going to pay 21. And we're just going to do the same thing. Dealer, please press my 5 and 9 by 10. Can't speak today. All right, so you now have 25 on each one of those. Clean that up and give you $1 back, and dice are out. Man, those 7s are coming fast and hard and furious and some other bad words that I can't say, but there we go. We're done. We're out with that shooter, which was me. Not quite a PSO, but one hit and then out. So yeah, we're going to move on to shooter number 4. If we make it around to shooter number 6, I'll be shooter number 6. But yeah, that is it for that one. We're trying to protect our profits, not lose. And then you see me putting a little extra money out there. I mean, I could go back to the basics and just play the 6 and 8, you know, just kind of be timid and, but you know, just trying to show you some different strategies. But we'll see how this turns out. You never know. You get that one shooter. We have a 6, 4, 10. 10 will be our new point. We're going to throw out 66 if I have it. Don't. We'll throw out 76. How about that? Dealer, please place me 66 inside. Give you $10 change. And get you set up. I apologize if my voice sounds a little different. There is a front coming in where we're at, so there's a lot of junk in the air because the wind's whipping around, and apparently some of it affects my sinuses. Isn't that a joy? All right, so now we're going to hit one of these inside numbers, just as always. Same thing. There's a 6, 4, 10. All right, that's a point hit, so nothing for that. But puck goes off. The bets are off. You can work the come out rolls if you want. I am not going to on any of these, so just to put that out there. There is a 5, 1, 6. We can gather that up there. 6 will be our new point. And we'll just kind of tidy that up a little bit. There we go. All right, and let's see. Yeah, keep on going. We got to get one of those inside numbers, shooter. There is a 6, 5, yo. That's a little too far outside. And a 5, 1, 6. All right, so point hit. But also, we get paid on that. 18 pays 21. Excuse me one second. I got an air vent that's making some little whistling noise, and it's right above the camera. So we're going to open it up there. All right. 18 pays 21. We're going to throw in $3 to make it 24, and ask the dealer to press us up 30 each on the 6 and 8, and they will do that. So I totally didn't even catch that air vent. It's right above the camera. Hopefully that didn't get a lot of whistling on the first part of the video. But it's just where I have it situated in my little game room here. All right, so we're looking for a new point. Bets are off. Coming out. There is a 617. That is a front line winner on a come out roll. And a 516. We're right back on that 6. All right, inside number, shooter. We're looking to get those hits for us, please. 6, 4, 10. Always hit those numbers that are not covered. 6, 2, 8. All right, so we did hit a number, so that's great. All right, so that's 30 is going to pay 35. That is a collect. We're just going to collect on those because we're up as high as they're going to be on that. We're not going to press too much more aggressively or anything on those once we get to that level. All right, 30 pays 35 on the 6 point hit. We're going to go ahead and collect that 35 and put that over to the side. That is our rack. I just keep that outside per shooter so we can see what we're doing per shooter. This is shooter number 4, I believe. There's a 5-3-8, easy 8. That's going to be our new point. And we are back up and running. 6-2-8. All right, point hit. And also another payout. 25 is going to pay 35, just like the others. And we'll collect. And we'll condense down. There's 5 red for a green, 4 green for a black, and we're up 105 on this shooter, minus the $3 that we chipped in earlier. There's a 5-4-9. 9 will be our new point. And still looking for those inside numbers. There's a 3-1-4. Now, once you get up a little bit, if you want to pick up the 4 and 10, you can. You can play the hard ways, 4 and 10, or you can play all the hard ways. Whatever you want to do. Right now, I'm just going to keep it like that. If I get up a little bit more, I might grab that 4 and 10. And that's when they'll stop coming out, I'm sure. There's a 3-2-5. We have not pressed that up yet, so we'll go ahead and press that up. That's going to pay 21. Dealer, please, I got to say please correctly, press me up 25 each on the 5 and 9. So that'll look just like this with 1 green chip on each, and now we have the same payouts on all these. All of these will pay 35, and we're at 110 inside. So we're just going to hang out there at 110 and hope we get those inside hits. There is a 3 craps, ace deuce, a 6-4-10. Like I said, we may pick up that 4 and 10 here shortly. Maybe on another hit or two. There is a 3-2-5 that is going to pay 35. And we do a collect. And like I said, let's go ahead and pick up that 4 and 10. We'll leave 30 out there and just say, dealer, please place my 4 and 10 for 15 each. All right. Again, you do not have to do this, but once you get up a little bit, then you get full coverage. So you're 110, 140. Not quite an even number, but yeah, 140 across. 415. 25 is going to pay 35. All right, so we're in collect mode all around. I don't know. Well, we may press up the 4 and 10 on one hit, maybe up to 20, just so we can do a buy. And I'm dropping dice. Oh, on the ground. Nice out. All our numbers are covered, so each box number is going to be a hit. 30 pays 35. I'm just going to collect. Just tell the dealer, same bet. They'll just hand you the money. Put it in your rack. There's 5 red for a green. Dice out. And a 5-2-7 out. Okay. Well, we had a lot of money out there, but it takes a lot of money to make a lot of money, right? Not necessarily, but we did make a little on that shooter. That was shooter number 4, I believe. 175, 180, 181. Not bad. All right. We'll take that. And we'll go on to shooter number 5, and I'll be shooter number 6 if we get to me. I think where we're at, 18 minutes or so. We're doing all right on time. Dice out. 6-5 yo 11. That is a frontline winner on a come out roll. If you're playing the pass line, and there's a back-to-back frontline winner, 6-1-7. And a 5-3-8, easy 8. That's going to be our new point. And we're going to throw out $66. Just checking to see if I got it. Dealer, please place me 66 inside. We'll get that done. Just notice the more I talk, the deeper my voice seems to get. Again, the sinus issues, and I apologize. It's fall, but here in Texas, it's not hot. I mean, it's not cold. It's still hot. So anytime we get a storm that kind of blows up some stuff in the air, and it's just nasty. 5-4-9. All right, 15 is going to pay 21. We're going to do the same. Why do we have a green under there? What do we do? Did we hit a 5 already? Why do I have a green under there? It shouldn't be there, I don't think. We just set up 66, right? Right. Okay, so now 15 pays 21. So we're going to put out, that kind of threw me off guard. All right, so 10 each on the 5 and 9, please, dealer, and that'll be 25 each. They'll clean it up, and then you'll get a whole $1 back. All right, dice are out. And a 4-3-7 out. So that was shooter number 5. I believe we're moving on to shooter number 6, which will be me, as I volunteered to be every third shooter, just to kind of show you what it's like with the pass line bets as well. All right, we're still doing, we're definitely not up. It doesn't matter which one I get. Okay, so let's just get those. All right, I need to get change. So 5 nickels, please, dealer. I'll give you 5 for that quarter. And then I'm going to put $15 on the pass line. Put the rest to the side. And I'm looking for a point coming out. 5-2-7. There we go. Frontline winner. And just like last time, that pays 15. I'm going to go ahead and press it up a nickel. You can do that yourself. Place your own pass line bet. 10 goes back to the rack. And I want to hedge that. I want to protect that, right? Need to get change. 5 singles, please. And I'm going to take 3 of those and say $3 crap check. Throw it over the stick man, and that'll cover your pass line bet if a craps number comes out, because you lose on 2, 3, and 12. All right, there's a 3-1-4. 4 will be our new point. And we'll lose that crap check bet, but that's okay. We've got 20 on the pass line. I'm going to put one-time odds on that. Okay, 4 is not a number that we normally start out with, but since that's our point, I'd still like to get it covered just to make that little extra money should we hit it. All right, so now we need to cover the inside. We need a full 66. We'll throw 100 out there. Dealer, please place me 66 inside. You'll get 34 in change. Rack that up. And actually I'm going to condense that singles down. There's another nickel for that. All right, get that out of the way. And let's get set up. All right, and cap off the 6 and 8. And there we go. We're off and running. Get those inside numbers. Shooter, me. There's a square pair, hard 8. 15 is going to pay, 18 is going to pay 21. That's where we throw in the $3. Dealer, please press me up to 30 each on the 6 and 8. And they will do that for you, just because you asked nicely. All right. And we need to get those inside numbers still, please, or the point number. Either one would help. 4-2-6, 2x4-6. All right, so that's our first hit. 30 is going to pay 35. We'll go ahead and collect. Just tell them same bet. They'll hand you the money. Nice out. I'm right back on that 6. All right, another 35. Well, Keith, why didn't you press up? Well, if you want to, you can. This is just the way that I'm showing you that I would do it. Not necessarily I would do it, but one way that you could do it. All right, you just kind of, you're still getting a press, but just up to a certain level, and then you just collect from there on out. Nice out. 5-3-8. Easy 8. Again, another 35. Same bet. And we'll condense down. There's green. And there we go. When we're at 105 in our rack, which should get us out of this hand. There is a 6-2-8. Another $35. Same bet. To the rack. Dice out. And a hard 8. There we go. Square pair. Another 35. We'll take that. Again, at any time, we could pick up the 4 and 10 if we wanted to. I'm going to condense as we go, consolidate as we go, color up as we go, however you want to call it. 3-2-5. There is another hit. Okay, we haven't pressed those up yet, so dealer, please press me up. That pays 21. Press me up 25 on each. So they'll just do that, and that leaves $1 out of the 21 of your winnings, so that'll go over to your rack. All right, so now we're at the level where we're not going to press anymore, and of course there is big red. All right, so that is it for shooter number 6, which was me. We're at 24 minutes. Do we want one more shooter? Why not? Don't know that we're protecting our profits, but I think we're right at 600. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're right at 600, a little over 600, 615. Kind of where we started out. So yeah, let's go ahead and just do one more shooter just in case. See if we can catch that one roll. All right, there's 5-3-8. We'll go ahead and get a point set. Dice out. 6-2-8. Easy 8. And we'll take 66, put it in the middle. This may be the wrong decision, but I'm going with it. There is $66. Please place 66 inside for me, dealer. Those out of the way. And cap off the 6 and 8. All right, trying to make it nice and neat there. Nice out. Inside numbers, please. 2 by 4, 6. There we go. Don't have $3, so let me get change. There is a quarter. So there's 4 and then 5 for the quarter. All right, so I do need, what, $3? We hit the 6, so 18 pays 21. I'm going to throw in 3. That makes 24. Dealer, take me up to 30 each on the 6 and 8. All right, there we go. Now let's keep on going. There's 3 craps, ace, deuce. Another inside or so. That would have been nice, but that's not going to happen. So that is going to do it. I believe we are in a deficit, but overall for the video series, we should be okay. Let's go ahead and wrap it up, get this stuff out of the way. We'll count up and see where we're at. Doesn't look like we have to consolidate anything. So started off this video with 663. We started off with 400 altogether for the series. So let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to be short on this video. 5, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 47. 547. So 663 to 547. That's what, $116, I think. Down for that for this particular video. Of course, we only went through what, seven shooters, I think, maybe 8. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Obviously, you know, there's some things I could have done differently. Maybe not be quite as aggressive. Maybe only go up to 88 instead of 110. But the goal was just to get up to where we get that $35 payout on each number. So you get up try to press up and get up to that level as quick as you can and then start collecting. So that is it for this series. So if you got any other strategies you'd like me to try out, you can put them down in the comments below or also at the email right here, crapstx@gmail.com. We do look forward to receiving those emails from you guys, and I'll try to answer them or answer any questions or take any suggestions as far as strategies go and see what we can do with them. All right. So before we head out, if you guys don't mind, hit that thumbs up for us. Subscribe if you have not yet. Hit that bell for notifications. That really helps us out, and it lets you know when the new video comes out. It just, you know, sets us up in the algorithm a little bit better with YouTube, and we get some more eyes on our videos, and you'll also get some more suggested or more content suggested in your feed for like craps related type videos or other casino games. So that's going to do it. This is Craps TX. My name is Keith. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and we'll see you on the next one.